The fuck? Yeah, I unplugged my own fucking Ethernet, alright? I'm sorry. I'm sorry the stream cut out. I'm sorry. Can we get on with it? Is everyone ready? Can we get on with the patch notes? Can we get on with the patch notes? I'm sorry. I kicked the Ethernet cable. The stream ended. I'm sorry. So, balance with the shotguns. Okay, no one insulted me this time. We fixed a bug that caused stopping power to be overestimated when using slug and buckshot. Fixed a bug in calculating PvE efficiency of shotguns. Therefore, their characteristics have changed. And then we have damage multiplier. So it seems to be that most of it is mutant multiplier, which I'm happy for. TOS 34 is to 2.25. The reload of Gramps TOS is down to 3.1, so it's a 0.15 reload change. MR153 has a damage multiplier of 1.75 now. Slower reload by 0.5. Or 0.05, sorry. Look, it was... Boris, I was live, okay? And then Stream Elements was behind, okay? No more arguing about me disconnecting my own stream. Speed change. The Protector gets a damage multiplier against mutants to 1.85. I like it. What is the Reaper Protector? I no idea what that is. Does anyone know what this is? Is that a quest item, maybe? But damage multiplier 1.65 and less damage. It's a shotgun from Lemansk. Ah, okay. So we don't necessarily have it yet, but actually we should have it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, maybe. Or do we have it yet? Okay, it's a Lemansk quest, so we should have it, right? Yeah, the most important thing we're looking at here is they have buffed the Saiga. This is the most important thing. We'll have it on Halloween. Okay, so it's out on Halloween. Okay, that's fair enough. This is the most important thing, the Saiga being useful. It gets one extra round, and it gets its damage multiplier back to 1.5. I like this, okay? I think everyone can agree that this nerf was completely unnecessary. They've buffed it back up. All is forgiven. Okay? Pretty happy. Oh, shit. I punched my mic. I apologize. Maybe I really am a scuffed streamer, okay? I really am scuffed. I'm sorry. But yeah, Saiga buff. Pretty much all shotguns got a buff. So that's great. Mutants should be bearable again. So I'm happy with that. Close combat. All melee weapons received a bonus to their movement speed depending on their rank, group, and weapon type. The bonus works only when the player is holding a melee weapon, a bolt, or a weapon that is hidden. So basically, if you have your knife out, a bolt, or you're holstering your weapons, you have more movement speed. Your knife increases your movement speed now. So if you have a better knife, you're gonna run quicker. Pretty nice, I guess. Explosives now have the stopping effect characteristics displayed, and its values reduced. Saiga has better damage per minute than Protector. Honestly, when it comes to shotguns, I'm not too bothered. I think the Saiga just didn't need a nerf, personally. It's a shotgun. It's meant to kill mutants. It does its job. I don't see any reason to toy with them too much. Infestations. Infestations levels and their placements on locations have been changed. There are more infestation restricted areas in locations where science suits and combo suits are preferable. So infestations are like the bio zones, right? Like bio, radiation, psi. They're the infestations, I believe. So the map's changing a little bit, which is pretty good. It's basically the other half to the rebalance, I guess, which is just a good thing. So I want to see how that turns out. Red Forest. The Fool's Path Red Forest crossing has been rebuilt and expanded. The psi effect of the RLS has been intensified. It also now has a level 3 radiation background. Part of the forest to the east now has a level 4 radiation background. The rift is extended to Fool's Path and covered in level 4 radiation. A large southeastern part of Redwood Forest is covered with level 2 radiation. Nino, what's up, dude? We're just going over the patch notes for tomorrow. All you missed is the shotguns being buffed, basically, for PvE and infestations. And then you're pretty much caught up. Yeah, I run around in science gear, so this is all good for me. You know, I love running around in the Atlas. I think there is an image. I have an image somewhere for these infestations, which I'll include in the video for the changes. Yanov Outskirts. Sorry, I had to drink some water quickly. Dehydrating. Conveyor is now emitting level 4 radiation and level 4 psi exposure. Many parts of the factories and constructions area are now covered in level 4 radiation. Transitions with level 3 radiation are now ringing with level 4 radiation. The area in the northern part is now accessible for passage. What's the northern part in? I haven't been in Yanov in so long. Is there a part that's locked off? The area in the southeastern part is now level 2 rad. Honestly, this isn't too bad. If you're worried about this, you can pretty much go in there in a Centurion. You're fine. Pretty sure. Biological infestation in the southern part of the location has been enhanced to level 3. These are not all the changes to the open world location. We leave the rest for you to explore. So this isn't everything, but it is changing. Yanov is already a nightmare and they buff it. Well, they changed it to meet the new, like the new armors and such. If you've got science gear, you can go everywhere, like, quickly. If you've got Atlas, for example, you pretty much go everywhere you want. I don't know about... I'm not too sure about the other science gear. Let me quickly have a look. What's the Saturn at? Oh yeah, if you have a Saturn, you should be able to go pretty much everywhere as well. You're just going to have to pick your armors based on where you want to go. Which I think that's only a good thing. I think that's more of how the game is designed to be. Like, if you're gonna go to a certain place to fight, you know, maybe you're gonna bring this armor and a different armor. If you're gonna try to farm something, you're gonna go with different armors, you know? I think that's basically how it's gonna do. Can you quickly show the protector? There'll be a video on it, Lord. I have a video on the protectors that will cover it. I don't want to keep going back up, otherwise this is gonna get dragged out longer. But that will be uploaded later. If not, go back in the VOD. Like, just go back in the stream and you'll see it. But yeah, so these aren't all the changes. There are more, so we'll see. We'll find that out tomorrow, I guess. Stashes placed in the area between the dumps, belt, and northern locations before the start of maintenance will be returned together with their contents to the personal storage. The stashes from the manse will not be returned to personal storage. Huh? Am I the only one confused on this? We're just getting stuff out of stashes? All right, I'm not entirely sure what this means. If anyone has insight on that. Yeah, I mean, we're just getting stuff from the stashes that we put down, but why? Why? That's what I'm saying, why? Before the start of maintenance will be returned together with their contents to personal storage. So we're just getting our stuff for free. Oh, I get, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Maybe it's with the map changes, right? I guess that makes sense, yeah. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, that does make sense, maybe, because the map's changing. If you've got a stash down, it's going to get reset, so you at least get your stuff back. Yeah, that does make more sense. I was overlooking that part. Passive infestation on locations: Rostock Bar, Forest Pit, Army Warehouse, Full Path, Dead City, Yanov Outskirts, Red Forest has been removed. Added level 1 passive bio-infestation to the graveyard location. Changed passive infestation in Lamance from level 2 radiation to level 1 psi effect. Adjusted protections for suits due to location changes. Okay, now this is the bigger part. New location, new zone, if we want to call it that. A new location, Backwater, has been added, which obviously, if you didn't know, it's on the map already, right? We are getting this zone over here. Backwater. So, has been added. The Backwater is a wild location where everyone is enemies to each other except members of the same squad. But completing events in Backwater is more rewarding. The Backwater is a wild location, which means there is no distribution system and everyone but squad members are hostile to each other. But there are also more rewards for completing events. To get to this location, you need to find the Space Bubble. They are located along the northern borders of Red Forest and the Yanov outskirts. Spatial bubbles to Backwater in the Red Forest. Spatial bubbles are scattered at various points in the Backwater. You can use them to leave the location. All spatial bubbles leading to the location are marked on the map. So it works the same way as Lemansk in terms of how you get there and how you get back. They work the same way as Lemansk. So obviously, if you've been to Lemansk, you know how the bubbles work. The difference is in Backwater, everyone is an enemy. It's basically a big free-for-all, unless you are already squadded with someone. So your squad members, your friends, if you're in a squad, you can't kill each other. You're friendly. However, every single person is. That means even if they're in the same faction as you or sub-faction, they are still an enemy. Okay? I believe clan members are fine. I believe. But as it's not stated here, maybe not. But I believe clan members are also fine. But it may just be squad members. And so you don't need to have some boss. Okay, yeah. So I guess that's another thing to add. The difference between Backwater and Lemansk is you don't have to kill a boss to leave. I guess that, yeah. I didn't really know that, so I didn't really want to speak too much on it. But there you go. You don't have to kill a boss to leave. So Backwater is probably not necessarily easier than Lemansk, but it's just expect everyone to be hostile. In my opinion, that does make it easier. If you know everyone's going to be an enemy, you don't have to, worry, okay? If you see someone, shoot to kill. But speaking of clans, factions and sub-factions, recruitment into northern factions can now be targeted to specific categories of players. Previously, recruitment was either open or closed to all. Added the ability to create a unit in the PDA. So a unit is, to my knowledge, clans. Basically. So they're using the word unit for clans, and that makes sense. You got factions, then you got your sub-factions, then you got your units. Now, units will be the clans. Now, as I said in the summer video, like the summer patch, Clan Wars isn't going to come with this update, which I think is going to be described here. In the future, unit mechanics will include multi-stage team battles for various rewards, including possession of bases in the open world. This mechanic has a floating release date. The initial release date is August. However, we may move the release date to reflect the number of tier 2 and higher units in each faction. The sooner a strong backbone of units is formed, the sooner we will release the update. Or if there is a shortage, the release date can be moved to late August or September. Basically, what this means is they want people to make clans before adding Clan Wars, which I think makes sense. It would be weird to have Clan Wars without clans. So it's basically people get making clans, and then the more clans we have, the more active the game becomes, the more likelihood we get clan wars quicker. If I'm saying that correctly. Let me just catch up real quick. Seems like Santa's gonna be the only usable armor for North. I think you with artifacts you'll be able to get around. I just got here so I missed info. Is it worth coming back? It depends on why you really left Nino, in my opinion. But you know, I'm not gonna give my personal opinion. I think all of the updates in general is good. My opinion is just Serum is still an issue for me personally. So, Nice, I'll upload it in a video later today, so it will all be covered for you. Don't worry. The assortment of Northern faction merchants, sorry, has also been updated in the 100 X-ray bar. X-ray bar. I thought it was rad. Typo. Rad bar. Okay, I fixed it for you. We're gonna pretend that's a D. These are just what's being added. I think we have most of this, right? This is what I really care about, the faction armors. We got Apostle heavy armored suit for Covenant, super heavy armor for Mercenary, Punisher armored suit for Mercenary, Vanguard armor for Duty, Granite super heavy armored suit for Duty, Hound's exoskeleton for Freedom, Chieftain super heavy armor for Freedom. So these suits can be worn as part of the specified factions and the respective factions in the South. Bandits for Covenant and Mercenary, Stalkers for Duty and Freedom. Not that we can, you know, what's it called? Not that we'll be able to create them on launch with the serum. Changes. Rework the quest just what the doctor ordered and get up and walk. Those who have previously completed the storyline can also rerun the updated version. Okay? New quests. The liquor suppliers at the bar have started selling crappy liquor to the stalkers. Uncle Matt V? What is that fucking name? Matt Vey? Alright, whatever his name is, let's just call him Uncle M. Decides to find out what's going on. For sure, he could use some help. The quest becomes available after completing the quest Brother in Arms. Now, I don't keep up with quests, so I have no fucking idea. If you're Maximum Aggro, he'll have videos and all of this soon, so that's something to look forward to. Models and animations. The jacket, leather jacket, bandit jacket models have been updated. Models for the backpacks updated. Updated Uzi. You know, I didn't even know we had an Uzi, so there's that. Anyway, updated. New sounds. We got some. I feel like we already got these. Are these more? Are these more sounds? Are we changing the sounds again? Maybe we are changing them again and I'm just tripping. But gun sounds change. So the other changes, so still covering serum here. The number of serum from weekly quests have been increased from 1 to 3. I don't know what you're going to say. Is that enough for me to stop bitching about serum? It's not. I still dislike the idea of time-gated serum. Sue me. I don't find it enjoyable. So, you know, all of the changes to serum, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's not going to bring me back. You Trispin, I'm sorry. Why Covenant get the only one armor? Because in all fairness, the Apostle armor is probably the best one. Is this coming to SEA on Wednesday? This update is coming tomorrow. So yes, on Wednesday. It will be out on the 14th of June. Tomorrow. It's coming on all global servers. So SEA, EU, and NA. So, as all global updates. When a player uses several medicines of the same purpose group, only one of them has an effect. All other medicines of that group are marked as inactive. For example, the The tourist delight has no effect as long as a domestic field ration is active. Free serum a week is nice. It's not a bad thing, but it's still not going to change how I feel about serum, you know? Added new mole suit. Added new mole suit. No idea what that is. Extended the variety of starting armor with which the player appears at the start of the game. Libba's costume was changed at the initial meeting. I don't really know what this stuff is, so... Fixed inability to install multiple LCCSs on some weapons. Fixed incorrect Beretta reloading animations. Fixed incorrect grenade launcher positioning. And that is everything that is coming tomorrow. So that is quite a lot. Let's be honest. There's a lot changed, a lot being added. It's quite a big update. I'm excited about Backwater, mainly. Because that's just something new for me to go. Clans, that's going to be fun to make a clan. I don't think we ever decided on the name of our clan. We still need to decide on that. Maybe we'll do that later today. The infestations changes, something that should have came with the armor, so I'm glad that's finally changing. But yeah, also, probably the biggest thing is the Saiga, right? Well, the update's tomorrow. Backwater is out tomorrow. And hopefully I also have some gameplay to upload fairly quick. But yeah. All in all, I think it's a good update. Like most updates, I think most updates are good. I'm just salty. But yeah.